Hey, Chris, it was great talking to you on Thursday. My name is John England. I'm with Elevate Digital Marketing. And what I want to talk to you today are three things that you can do to outrank your competition and bring in more customers to your business. So you may be wondering why I would just do this and just give this to you. And the answer is this. I know that many business owners are simply too busy running their business to learn how to use the internet to grow their business. So by giving you this free game plan, I hope you will say, hey, John, I like this. I see that you know what you're talking about. Please do this for me. And so if by the end of this video, you like what you hear, you like what you see, please give me a call. Let's set up a time where we can chat. Otherwise, if you're like, hey, John, I'm just going to take this, I'm going to do it myself. No big deal. Totally cool with that. I just ask that you send me a little feedback on the video. So let's not waste any more of your time or mine, and let's get into the three things that you can do to outrank your competition online. Very first thing I would talk about is content, and I like the pictures on your website. This is great, showing people what it is that you do. You know, really showing that excavating that you do with the in-ground trampolines, things like that. So what I would say is on your website, you want to make sure that you have at least 1,000 to 1,500 words to be optimized with Google. You guys currently only have about 131 words when I did the research on that. Your competition, however, has 635 words. That's a very beatable number and something that you could easily do to make sure you have it. And when you put that new content in, you want to make sure you have the right keywords. So when you come to your website, you are ranking for words like outdoor, landscape, city, salt, contact. All those things are great. And your competition is ranking for very similar things: landscape, lawn care, snow services. But making sure you have the right words in there and making sure you have enough is a very, very important thing when it comes to the content and doing those things, because when you come to a Google search, this is what people are searching for in the Salt Lake area. They're searching for landscaping, Salt Lake City. And they're doing this 390 times every month. And that's business that you're missing out on by not being the number one website they find when they come on here. So this very first area you see, this is the ad space, right? And a lot of people will search this. So ads are only semi-effective. You can... They are somewhat effective, but making sure you have a great website that turns them into people calling you is really what you want to make sure you're doing. If you decide to run ads, you want to make sure that you're doing that to create the leads that you need. And so if we move down a little bit farther, the second thing I'm going to talk to you about is this map area. So the map area simply puts business name, address, and phone number out there on the maps. And you can actually rank yourself in this map area. You can optimize to make sure that you're one of these top 3 businesses so that people click on your name here and start to call you. And you might be wondering, okay, so John, how do I do that? How do I do that in a way that gets people to start giving me a phone call? And so the way you do that is through what we call citations. So citations is simply putting, again, your business name, address, and phone number in different directories across the internet, and making sure that they all say the exact same thing and point to your business and your website. And that's how you rank on these. And so that can be, websites like Yelp. It can be websites like KSL, anything that you'd be able to put in that business name, address, and phone number. I mean, even Facebook has a place where you can do that. Those are the types of things that will get you ranked right here in that area. So, your competition currently has 25 of these citations, and that's a very beatable number. I would recommend that you get at least 50 just to make sure you blow them out of the water. And you may even want to push for 75 because they might see that you're starting to come up on that. And if you don't do that, they might easily pass you, right? So last thing I'm going to talk to you about is this area right here. This is the organic search, right? And the way you outrank people here is through what we call backlinks. And all a backlink is giving your website authority in the eyes of Google, because a Google search is simply a popularity contest. And so the way it works is like this. You have site A, it has a link back to site B. Therefore, site A is giving some authority to site B. And And that just helps Google to be like, oh yeah, that website knows what it's talking about. Therefore, let's push them to the top of the Google search, right? And it's not just simply the number of backlinks that you have on there, not simply this link juice idea that we sometimes call it. We sometimes call it link juice, but it's making sure you have the right types of backlinks. For a landscaping company, it makes far more sense to have something like Better Homes and Garden pointing at their website than Pizza Hut, right? Because you're a landscape company. So just to summarize what I went over in this video, first thing is on your website, you want to have at least 1,000 to 1,500 words with the right keywords to make sure you're optimized for Google. On the map pack, you want to make sure that you have 50 to 75 citations to make sure you beat your competition by a landslide and can be number one in there. And the last thing are those backlinks, making sure that you have more relevant sites pointing back to your website and giving your site more authority in the eyes of Google. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number one across the Google searches. So you're probably wondering, okay, so what now? Well, you can either take this information, you can do it yourself. And if you do, I'm totally fine with that. Just please send me some feedback on the video. But if you want to be more effective and take the more efficient route, then I recommend you give me a call. My number is 801-920-7931. Again, my name is John, and my number is 801-920-7931. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.